International Partners.
Smoove and Turrell.
Für die ganze Vielfalt dieses schönen, reichen Lebens.
Ladies and Gentlemen.
It's Canny O'Clock, it's live and pre-recorded all the way from the capital city of Malaysia. It's Kuala Lumpur. It's your main man, Mr. Smoove, and his trusty little hair flick, Mr. John Turrell. This is the Northern Coal Experience!
Hello there. So, what you been up to, John? I see you've dressed for the occasion.
I just come straight from Maine.
Grafting your balls off.
As always, mate. I'm full on at the minute, mate.
Is that house ever going to stop getting built?
Took a week off next week so I can really crack on.
Is it a mansion, is it? 47 bedrooms.
You'd think that with the amount of woodwork I've got to paint.
Quite a weird mix this week. I've got a compilation. I'm going to heavily bounce between those two records. A double record.
And
why not? Because I can and I like to. We're having the fun. So without further ado, let's find out exactly where we are in Malaysia.
Kuala Lumpur Doompa Doopity Doo. I've got a wonderful city for you. Yes, that's right, fellow travellers. We are in the majestic capital city of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Marvel at its sprawling skyline and have your breath truly whisked away by the incredible Petronas Twin Towers. Once one of the jewels of the British colonial crown, this city also boasts tons of colonial architecture, and that means lots of old watery watering holes for the weary traveller. If it's exciting street food that you're after, why not take a stroll along the famous Jalan Alor? Whatever your tastes are, there's a vendor for you. One of our favourite haunts has to be the speakeasy PS 150. It's got that old school, very British feel, and the cocktails are to die for. So let's raise a glass of the famous Jungle Bird cocktail and say shukran to this marvellous city, because it's so Instagrammable!
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, this is actually my second time in Malaysia. I came here for my honeymoon originally.
You did, yeah, because you liked Malaysian food.
I did. I said to the wife, get your bags packed, we're going for some hot soup.
Stop. I'm not being funny, but it's not my cup of tea.
Oh, it's great. Honestly, it's so good.
I like Vietnamese food. I like Chinese food. I like all Asian food. Too much coconutty stuff.
No. You've been eating in the wrong restaurants, mate.
I haven't, man. It's every restaurant that you made is go to.
Need coconuts in Malaysia, man.
Loads of coconuts, man.
Get your coconuts run this, man.
Get your coconuts run the lads. Speaking of the lads, well done, England.
Her name is Sandra, she does the admin.
What now?
She likes music a lot, so they've given her a slot. They've called it Sandra Slot. They've called it Sandra Slot.
Well, we haven't. Instead, we're doing this.
The Northern Coal Experience, the greatest show in the world.
You're listening to the Northern Coal Experience with Smoove and Turrell.
hits after another.
Great FM, it's great.
listening to the Northern Coal Experience with Smoove and Turrell.
This is the greatest show in the world.
You're listening to the Northern Coal Experience with Smoove and Turrell.
No forgetting you, babe. Oh, your love, your love, your love, your love, babe. Oh, it haunts me, baby. Since your love, it just haunts me, babe. Your love.
There you go, 30 minutes back to back in the mix this week. Like I said, I was taking it quite lazy and quite easy, but rightly so, because this album dropped, which is called Future Disco. Now, these guys do loads of compilations, and I've got a few of them already, but this one's very good, as you heard. This is Future Disco 014, and it's called Dance Club, as simple as that. It's got the lady on with loads of glitter on her mouth. I don't know why, but I like it. Limited edition, of course it is. Every vinyl's limited edition these days, isn't it? Even 2,000 million copies is limited edition. Amongst those...
Limited to 2,000 billion copies.
Yeah, limited, yeah. Unlimited edition, it should be now. So, from that album, I played such artists as Dimitri from Paris, an Aeroplane featuring Leela, and Can't Get Enough. Tight Knots, On My Mind. New World, Jex Opolis, listening to the band. Gerd Jansen and Jacques Renaud. I've played his stuff before. Never Saw Never, that's what it's called. Had to check that. And also Emil Rotmeer, what a name. And Level, with loads of dots in between. So there you go, loads of tracks off that. And in between one of those, I also played lovely lime green mint vinyl there. Yeah, whatever. But in between those, I also played this, which I absolutely love. This week's tune of the mix for me is Volantis Nicodemo and Spazio Tempo. Hey. You try saying that with a chew in your mouth.
You do it.
And that was a track either called Via Latte or Dimensional Parallel. I don't know whether that was the A side or the B side I played. Anyway, it's a great EP. It's only 6 tracks, but I think they've classed it as an album. Lazy bastard.
Oh yes, but every track's 15 minutes long, mate.
I also played, that's 3 weeks in a row now, we're getting our money's worth here, John, rightly so.
Brilliant.
Ashley Beadle, the dub mix again of Unmask Me. That's absolutely amazing, we love that. Might even get another airing next week.
It's so good I thought I had picked it.
That's true, yeah. Hey, I played this the other week. Did you? No, I know it, it's in my brain somewhere. Also another outing this week, but it was actually the B-side. I promised I'd play this. Nicola Conte, and that was African Spirits, the flip side to the New World Shuffle I played the other week. Beautiful stuff. There you go. And this in the background is the Mr K edits that I played last week as well. It's pure Footloose, isn't it?
Oh, defo, man. I just want to angry dancing.
I love it. It's like fist pump on the floor.
Get some Reebok aerobic trainers on. Some of them woolen things that women used to wear around their ankles. And just like a tight fitting spandex outfit. And then just
you can't dance here, boy!
Yeah, I can. Watches.
It's against the law, boy!
Yeah, I can. Watches.
She does sound like Jess Roberts, though, doesn't she?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure Paul Sandra, would agree. Dinna gan on, man. Dinna gan on.
Hang on, man.
Is she in the house tonight, or is she late again?
She's in. Obviously injured. You know, I had to put the word out there that you better be in graft on the phones, because if it wasn't, well, we all know what happens then, don't we?
That's shocking, that, mate!
Well, you get nothing in this game for tardy timekeeping. Yeah.
What were you known as when you worked on the building sites? The Stroon.
The Stroon, aye.
You would just lose every tool known to man and then just buy more.
Yeah.
All your wages went on buying the same tools.
Buying more tools.
What a tool.
I've got a great tool kit now, though.
I saw you know when you just like a remark, years ago someone said, what an absolute balloon. I love that. That's my mate Mark who used to say that. What a balloon. Anyway, I read one today and it was obviously Boris Johnson. He was wearing his football top on top of his shirt and tie.
Oh, mate, that man.
And someone just wrote underneath, what a pipe.
No, pipes are useful.
Oh, yeah. Blood hot air down. Anyway, John, let's get to this.
John, what's in your box? What's in your box today? John, what's in your box? What are you gonna play?
I'm going to play Little Dragon. That's what I'm going to play. Now, they've released the last album, but it's all been remixed. And I'm going to play Hold On.
Do it!
I'm gonna. The Ella Minus remix. And it's actually quite brilliant. Check it out, my man.
Hang on, is it out on vinyl yet?
When's it coming out on vinyl?
an odd little number, John?
Wicked. Love her voice. Love the noises in this. It's almost like someone's got a what are they called? Scottish, the bagpipes, right? And then put it through like an electric sample machine and come up with that noise.
Superb. Now, you know, two of my favourite things is hip-hop and jazz, and when they come together, they're so supreme.
Jazz hop!
Just released this, a double 45 action at the minute, and this is one of them, Feeling Good.
If it moves, funk it.
I'd take this opportunity to mention the fact that we did our first gig for the first time in a long time the other day.
How good was that?
Amazing. An Esk Festival all the way in Cumbria, apart from the midges, of course.
They didn't go for me this time. Like I was
I've
alright.
still got bites, look, they're everywhere.
I see. I had a big coat on and I had a woolly hat on.
Well, it's because I waited so long at the bar, that's what happened.
I was alright. I got there quick, just got a pint.
There's about 2,000 people there, and they had 3 people serving at the bar. You know, standard stuff. Anyway, yeah, it was great. John, here's a question. What was the gig that we did before that one? I can't even remember.
To a crowd? Like
yeah. Well, the Sage was the last online thing we did, but what was the last crowd? Was it the Clooney, was it?
Yeah. Well, that was only a small...
Yeah.
Crowd.
It was a double sitting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, we're playing the Clooney again soon, and tomorrow, or is it today? No, tomorrow they're going to put 50 extra tickets on sale. So you have been warned. If you missed out, that is. If you give a hoot,
kids.
And yes, you're doing that Phoenix rooftop as well, the acoustic gig. I'm not going to do that one because there's not enough room for me.
No,
for my big lips.
It's really small, I think.
Yeah, one table. It's like one song per couple.
Does it keep us out of trouble on a Friday night?
Yes, it does.
Well, there you go.
And you're making some money, John.
Well, that's another thing.
To pay for all that plastering that you've just ruined.
God almighty. I'm so sick.
Anyway, moving on. This might cheer you up.
Come on, then.
You know, John, he's a bit of a slag. He gets himself around, doesn't he?
He's a bit of a slag.
He guested with Crack and Smack a few times, and this is one that's been overlooked a few times. Check this out. On test pressing, I will add. Side.
Head on.
racing. Leave the something off my head. Oh, time to groove on out of place. The music breaks this little time we got. The love that we cannot replace. Never replace it all. 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 Groove the day to get my head straight. I love the light that's in my eyes, yeah. Another drink to break this monotony, girl. Of all the things I've ever had, and wasted with a smile. Wasted with a smile. Wasted with a smile. Wasted with a smile.
Definitely sounds like your old Stevie's vibes, doesn't it? Tone of your voice.
Yeah, because it was, I think it was shortly after I had sort of ended the song.
Yeah. Great track.
All done in one take. Nothing was written down.
The thing is, you did a lot of stuff for Crack the Smack that they just binned that you thought was really good. Never heard it again, did you? Maybe we need to go through their hard drives.
No, because with the Crackers, it's like you're doing everything on the spot. So some of it does deserve to be hide away. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And if I probably listen to it now, the stuff that they chose to put out is the stuff that I would have put out. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Now, speaking of putting out, Uno.
What you been doing?
What you been doing? Like putting yourself out?
Have you been going to all the discos and that, looking for a fella?
Just chatting myself up, you know. Anyway, Unoops has put this new label together called Redropped, and basically this is going to be one of the first releases. It's beautiful. Check this out. It's fantastic. This is Lisa Decker and Nautilus, featuring John Robinson. Exclusive.
You Yes, tune in while I zoom in and let you know what my mind is consuming. Many thoughts, many vibes, heart booming. Every time that you're into the room in. Oh, let me tell you how I feel, love. So ill, so the deal, this is real love. Any crime on the dime, any heights I would climb. You know the vibes by your side, I will be there every time.
Just discussing how many tunes that reminds us of. Loads of things.
It's like saying at the end is
loads of that. Yeah,
like that sort of
Crystal
90s,
Waters.
Crystal Waters.
It's lovely though,
and it's got like a K-pop feel to it as well. You know, like that sweet thing.
I almost see that in a movie. You know, like an animation movie, making loads of money. Go on, Unops.
Go on, kidder.
Anyway, he's dropping 3 sevens. This is coming out on 7, not yet. And, one of them obviously is going to be one of mine. Thought I'd just get that in there. I dropped that in there. And that was the one that I played last week. I think I did the String Island or Boogie Island. I played last week. I can't remember. Anyway, so it's that time of the month, isn't it, John?
Oh, it certainly is.
What have we got? This. Hang on a minute. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, get the old jingle on. You know what I mean?
Sandra Slot, what's in your slot today?
What's in your slot, Sandra?
Well, this is from Linkwood, and obviously I've been so busy. I haven't even really listened to it, so I was kid.
No, I haven't.
So I know I'm looking forward to it.
Could be awful, this, or it could be amazing.
It's off the album Mono, and the track is called Candyland.
We trust you, Sandra. Here we go.
Candyman can cause he fixes it with love and makes the world feel good.
Because you did. Well, that's a good start for a start.
Cracking start, kid.
Right, thanks for that. What's the next song then, John?
I like this.
Lush. Yeah, loving that. Sandra, thanks very much.
Well done, son.
Hey.
Girl.
You've got to get it better next week, though. You know, the bar's getting raised every week.
It's like the Olympics of music.
Anyway, when's that coming out on... hang on a minute.
When's it coming out on vinyl?
I don't know.
No idea.
No news on that?
Probably record week.
Record year, you mean?
Yeah, record, yeah. You know
I love
one?
record year, me like.
It's brilliant.
Record, yeah!
I'll have 6 of them, please.
Now, every now and again, a little hip-hop number comes along, and this is amazing. Honestly, this is so good.
This time till the end. I'm so glad we tried it again. It's a new beginning. A new beginning. A new beginning for me.
Whenever we drop this, monotonous for y'all to keep hating, cause y'all never gon' stop us. I keep my rock spotless and my hoes topless. Take time, try to figure out who the lot is. Spare no one, kick rhymes like Shogun. Scared to blow one, get robbed with your own gun. If I don't respect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you, I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. Respect you, and if you like working out, then I'm gon' stretch you. Hustling is dead, but we still get red. Turn the spots in the bakeries to get back bread. And y'all said my money spent, but it's in the Fed. So when the feds come, the dogs can't get a cent. And my story, self-explanatory, that I'm the hottest thing on the street, and y'all ain't got nothing for.
You and me, we can make it this time. We must leave all our problems behind. Now we see how to make this thing right. It's a new beginning. A new beginning. A new beginning.
Something called New Status, that's out on 45 by 60C's, GC's, or GoC's mix, MPR mix. Got it right in the end.
Let me just read it when it stops.
How good's that though? Gonna enjoy the crooning bit in the middle.
Ah, class. Strings are beaut as well.
You've got something nice to follow this, haven't you?
Oh,
on
yeah.
a similar tip.
Yeah, it's a hip-hop track, you know what I mean?
It's a what? It's a what?
It's a hip-hop track.
50,000 watts of funkin' hip-hop power.
That's right, it is.
Did you notice I stole Robbie Vincent's jingle earlier on?
Oh, just fantastic.
This one.
If it moves, funk it.
That's a classic, that one.
Anyway, I love Tall Black Guy, and this is a new track from him. This is a track called Mud, and it's class. Check it out, mama.
Stay focused, show respect, keep moving. Stay focused, show respect.
My old man had me studying them records like the Bible, connecting dots to what I know. Like, boy, what you into wouldn't be here if Sly never built his family on the rock or hit them high notes. Simple song, sit back, sip on some with your eyes closed and tell me you ain't feel your soul lifting into the cosmos. At the time I couldn't relate, cause at the age of 8, Hawaiian punching chocolate milk's what I know. So I grow addicted to the craze like it's survival, spinning every dime on records, reading liner notes and rhymes quoted in the back of magazines. Source of knowledge that supported my own development, let me get into my zone. Chopping samples to a floppy disk on 10-second stereo. The data cloud did not exist. Evolution will forever be a part of this, but ain't no substitution for character built through processes.
Way down, deep down inside, we build castles in the mud.
I learned a lot about how not to do it, watching suckers move. Solidified the only artist you should be is you. Now what I got to prove, I ain't already proved. Nice and smooth, funky style, funky child, that precursor to the note. Studied greatness, elevated, got respect and paid my dues. Collected checks and been emotion, dope since 1982. Fresh about the womb, converted every struggle into fuel. Lessons in the fire, word to me, Shaq and the crew. You love them big pictures. Salute to all my writers with 10,000 hours on the wall, master in the tools. Getting booked for the mural festivals. Tuition for the learning wasn't legal fees and dues. You call it street art, yeah, but them is graffiti dudes who in the cover of the night was bombing trains and leaving clues. Then evolution will forever be a part of this, but ain't no substitution for the skills built through processes.
Way down, deep down inside, we build castles in the mud.
You know about power outages and losing the beat that you've been working on for hours, sacrificing your sleep, rocking stock tips and still producing pieces that's clean, while high pressure cans creating them colors you need. The human element's the genius activated when there ain't no Apple modern day convenience you can lean on, but you still produce that quality of heat that earns you a spot at the table with water griots and the OGs eat. Cause see, the band had an issue with the DJ and the DJ had an issue with the algorithms. But if you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter what you use. Just show respect to those who came before and push the limits. And it don't stop, never will. I'ma get better still. Don't forget what I built, I'ma leave you a pedestal. Hope you make it look easy, dog. I'm for the future. Build a house higher than we had the ladder for the tools for.
Way down, deep down inside, yeah. We build castles in the mud, yeah.
Yeah, we're loving that.
Yeah, and that's not like that's not a sample that singing. That's a gospel singer called Sean C. Johnson. What a voice he's got, man.
Well, on a similar tip, I'm going to follow this up quite nicely, actually. We've got an exclusive here from D. Roberts and the Half-Truths called Thieving and Robin. And this guy's got
Australian.
I don't know, actually. Do you know Will Work for Funk?
Yeah.
You know that lady? What's her name again? Jada.
Yeah.
She sent me this. Thank you very much, Jada. The Italian stallion, even though she's a lady.
Who was the kid that emailed with him from Australia and the tracks went?
Oh, who could that be?
I'll find it on my emails.
Right, here it is then. Check this out. A world exclusive.
I have a friend or two said I wouldn't let him close to you, 'cause when something good is in view, I know what they're gonna do, 'cause they'll be thieving and robbing. They'll be thieving and robbing. I tell you that some folks down and out, and some drifting all about, 'cause when something good is in view, I know endlessly about. Is it you? I know what I'll probably do, baby. And robbing, I might be thieving. And robbing, I might be thieving. And robbing, robbing.
Yeah, really like that. Loving that. I hope that comes out on 45 and somebody sends me a free copy of that.
Well, if it does, I would love a copy of that as well. If someone could, sort that out, John.
But you haven't got a record player to play it on?
I have, here it is.
Nearly got one.
Nearly got one.
You got to buy it yet.
I know, but it's coming. Well, as soon as the gigs come in, you know
exactly,
what I mean?
Yeah.
And you take, radio rentals office.
Yeah, Smoove rentals.
Smoove rentals office.
Have you got one of those things on the wall that turns the channel over, turns the record over?
Have you got stamps, so I can fill me boots?
Yeah, fill your boots.
green Smoove stamps.
I've got 3 songs lined up here. What am I going to play? Am I going to play something that... Hang on, John, you've got something noisy going on there.
No, sorry.
Am I going to play something old or something hip-hop? I'm going to go for something old. This is actually late 80s or... Oh, no, it's got to be 90s, I'm sure. This is a song that's totally slept on. Ellis, Beggs and Howard, and the bass line. This is incredible. I mean, I know it sounds it, but this is actually 1988. Wait for the bass line.
Sounds Harry to me.
Turrell approval.
Sounds Harry to me.
Aye, it's kind of that, like.
Second floor, now it's been 3 months, she can't pay the rent no more. She goes to work early in the morning, the lift don't work. No, the lift don't work no more. Life ain't nothing but a bubble. Life never mind if you suffer from a bleeding heart. Ain't nothing in the world gonna tear you apart. Life, I wrap my wings in cellophane, afraid that I may fly away again. Big bubbles, no troubles. Can't go a walk on my park, up a top with a man with a bike bigger than him back.
Now, I know fine well there'll be a few regular listeners who will know about this song and be having kittens as we speak. I should hope so, anyway. Those old enough to remember, anyway. Speaking of old, I gotta say happy birthday to my good friend Kenny. And he's 50 tomorrow. Wow. Big 50. Now then, I'm going to play something that is probably... I know I say I like a lot of hip-hop, right? And like, you know, what's the top 10 in your hip-hop and all this? This is probably way up there in number 5 of the all-time greatest hip-hop songs ever made, for my opinion.
Vanilla Ice.
My humble... Yes! How did you know that? Shit, I can't play it now.
Is it Cold as Ice by Vanilla Ice?
No, it's his follow-up album. It's his follow-up album that nobody bought. The entire album. I've done a mega mix of it.
Cool though, wasn't he? On that yellow motorbike.
I never watched the film.
Cool though. One of the best lines ever in a film. The end. I can't remember what it is though. I'm going to find out what it is. No, it's class. Like, he says something and you just go, haha, that's the pure belt of that league.
Well, I'll tell you what, right, this is really funny. You're going to love this, John. So I went to Canada when I was 19. I just got a record deal, and our single was number 16 in the dance chart. And I was in Canada at the time. I was gutted because obviously we'd already planned the holiday way before.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I want to get back home. Anyway, I was over there for like 4 or 5 weeks, a long time. And I was in the middle of nowhere. Literally, it was minus 40, right? And I went to this club with these girls. And they were like really impressed because I was English. You know what I mean?
Oh, hello.
New meet in town.
Hello there. Why don't we go to the club, ladies?
Go to the club with all the truck drivers.
I'll have a gin and tonic, please.
And hillbillies.
Barman.
It was very scary, actually, but I was very drunk, so I didn't care at the time. Anyway, they had a karaoke on, right? And guess what happened?
They got up and
Uncle Smoove. No. Uncle Smoove got up and did Run DMC, right? Like the instrumental. That's the only thing I could find was Walk This Way.
Yeah. So
I could rap on something. And so I did that, and then they were like, do another one. And that was like a star in their eyes. And obviously, I wasn't rapping their lyrics. I was rapping my own shit lyrics, right? Yeah. And then they were like, right, do another one. What else have you got to tip hop?
Did you then get signed to a huge Canadian record deal and spend the rest of your life
then they put on Vanilla Ice, and I had to rap over the instrumental of it. Horrific. I walked off stage halfway through.
Get in.
Boo!
Did you shave a little line in your eyebrow and that?
I already had 3 of them in. Tram lines, you mean? 3 of them, right. No, I didn't. Never do that, never, no. I had an earring, though. There's halfway there.
Never had a body piercing?
No.
Never had a
I wouldn't recommend it, kids, either, no. I've still got a lump on my ear. And my penoid. No.
Oh, where you had the album.
Anyway, getting back to the original point, this is the top 5 hip-hop song of all time.
Cold as Ice, Vanilla Ice, here it is.
Here we go. You're not far off, actually.
Peep the technique. Don't sweat the technique.
50,000 watts of fucking hip-hop power.
Don't sweat the technique. Let's trace the hits and check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat. I drop the bass to MCs get weak. For every road they trace is a scar they keep. Cause when I speak, they freak to sweat the technique. I made my debut in 86 with a melody in a president's mix. And now I stay on target and refuse to miss. And I still make hits for beats. Parties, clubs, and cars and jeeps. My underground sound vibrates the streets. MCs wanna beat, then I play for keeps. When they sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Know how many bombs have I ripped and wrecked, but researchers never found all the pieces yet. Scientists try to solve the context, philosophers are wondering what's next. Peace
audiences took the laughs to observe them. They couldn't absorb them, they didn't deserve them. My ideas are only for the audience ears. For my opponents it might take years. Pencils, pens, and swords. Let us put together from a key to cause. I'm also a sculpture, born with structure. Because of my culture, I'm a rhythm instructor. Style that'll be full of technology, complete sights and new heights after I get deep. You don't have to speak, just see and peep the technique.
That is, of course, Eric B and Rakim. Don't sweat the technique. I like to call it peep the technique. Just the sample, the drums, and his vocal is just unbelievable combination.
Right, well, we got an email through the other day. I think you missed it.
I did miss it, yeah.
I meant to reply to the guy because he seems like a proper nice bloke, you know what I mean?
I just read a little bit of it.
I'm going to read the. I'm going to actually read the email because he's from Sydney, Australia. So I'm going to do my best Australian as well. Hi guys, I'm a musician DJ from Sydney, Australia here. Lover of all musics and of your fine NCE program. The show's a corker is what I'm saying. I know you probably get a million requests to listen to tunes. People are just producing, honestly. This will be no different. But I was listening to your last one, and I thought you might like to hear a track from my latest EP. It's, as you might say, so balearic. Anyway, it goes on, but the guy seems a lovely guy, and he sort of said, I'll play this track. And when I went to check his EP out, that track is a belter, and I'm going to play it on another show. But
the reason you're playing it is because he put in so balearic, wasn't it, really? You loved his joke. The in-joke.
But give us 2 seconds, though.
It's so nice to hear from people from literally as far-flung as the moon.
It's beautiful, man.
It's so beautiful.
So, right, the band's called the Salisbury Institute from Sydney. They've done an EP called Birthdays. It's got 4 tracks on it. Yes, the way Jose is the one that he wanted us to play, but I'm not going to play that. I'm going to play that next week. This track's called Quarter Century. Check it out, mama. Oh, you know what I haven't done?
Put your bum plug in.
God almighty, John, you're
having such a day.
You set yourself up for failure, mate. You really do.
Give him a hurrah 3.
Yeah, you set yourself up for bloody failure. Anyway, here it is.
There it goes.
If it moves, funk it.
know what? I bet you a tenner, right, that he's not even listening to the show because he would obviously be over the moon if he'd known that we played it. So right,
but I was so busy that I didn't reply to his email.
So he doesn't even know.
So he doesn't even know.
Except the milkman in Sydney. You know, the milkman.
The milkman.
Who listens to our show.
Yeah, the good milkman.
Yeah.
And the paper boy.
Yeah. They'll both be texting him right now.
Of course they will.
In their sleep.
Good day, mate.
Good day. What a great day.
Your song's getting played on the
radio, on the bloody airways.
Two dark Geordies.
Get your gazebo.
Gazebo.
Flaming glass.
Look, meet me down the beach for a sanger and a smoothie.
Struth, what a tune.
That's probably the worst Australian accent. There'll be people in Australia at the minute just cringing.
Because it's probably, you know, when you watch Home and Away, like, that's how you learn. But no one speaks like that, you know, like,
I
really.
never watched Home and Away. I was a Neighbours.
I still watch it.
Like.
Still watch it, evidently, every day.
Evidently.
Evidently.
Your Australian accent's so strong.
Friends. Now, speaking of friends, I met Roy Ayres once. Have you met him, John?
Yes, I met him at the Big Chill Festival.
Proper lush kid.
Proper nice lad.
What a tune this is.
And you know what it is? Check this out. I met Roy Ayres and Sharon Jones at the same time. Had a bit crack with them.
I sat backstage with Sharon Jones for 4 hours and bored the tits off her.
Yeah, I could picture that.
That's between me and her. All we spoke about was you.
Screaming, the media says what kind of music is this for you to dance to? The man with the plan and the band demands you leave the smack and the crack for the whack, for the violence in the knock, keep a smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore temptation sent by the nation. Racial game cause it's pain needs a new rep. In your heart and mind, never forget Joseph Hawkins. And when you're walking, you know what you're squatting. Black on black, remember that, it's important. Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun. No hatred, the summer's almost done. No time for sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy, beeper goes off, yo, smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be plumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people, sing it. Dibs on the big man. Can he come out? Can he come out and slam a jam? I'm his number one fan, yes I am. All these kids realize that I'm the man. 6'3" and maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than last year, but still a unique figure. Rob Swinger, Doc No Dinky, and Hot Dog know that I'm a man that was born to have a mic on next to me at all times, ready to kick a rhyme. That'll keep me out of financial bind. That's why when it comes to fans, I'm never mean. Kids on St. James between Gates and Green always says hello, cause I'm a modest fellow. Never try to play a superstar that's mellow, cause if these kids don't go buy our records, we'll be has-beens and plus naked. So we owe them, so pull out your pen, sign an autograph, you might make a new friend. So just get your boys to bring the noise and just swing it. Now party people in the house, sing it.
Watch out, another brag alert. That is Chub Rock on 45.
What?
I'd like to know how many humans in the world have got that.
Is it a Japanese pressing?
I think Money Shot managed to get a copy of this. I'm so happy he's got one and no one else has.
Just you and Money Shot?
Yeah, and I've got two.
And have you got one pressed in the country of Wakanda, by the way? Because they're supposed to be very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare. Black Panther does it himself, just with a fingernail. And he just cuts it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no messing, man.
You sing it into the panther. The panther's mouth.
Yeah, and the panther close it into the vinyl for you. They're really rare, though, and I think I'm the only one who's got one of them. But if you've got one, that's good, you know.
Another track from the classic 1989 period. And Treat Me Right, or Treat You Right. Which one is it? Treat Us Right. Anyway, Nick Corbin's got a new song out. Check this out.
Something I said that convinced you to stay. Or maybe there was something I did that stopped you looking the other way. It's as if nature planned it. We got this understanding that didn't take too long to reach. So unconditional, but underneath it all, it's hard to hide my disbelief. Every day I'm falling deeper in love. Yeah, every day I'm falling deeper in love. We'll find a common ground when changes get us down and things keep getting in the way. When all seems impossible, let's be unstoppable. I'm just so proud that I can say every day I'm falling deeper in love. Yes, every day I'm falling deeper in love. Said or did. How do I deserve a love like yours? You got me smiling more now than I ever did. So glad you opened up the door. You're always understanding when the world gets too demanding. satisfaction's out of reach. When confidence is low, it's you who helps it grow. And all the while I do believe I'm falling deeper in love. Every day I'm falling deeper in love. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
An absolute stone cold classic, of course. Pete Rock sampled it, made it famous all over the world, and that is S-O-U-L. Soul Burning Spear. Now, that's the DJ Matman edit, and beautifully done, I may say. Obvious, but it works, and that's what matters.
Double rates.
So hats off to DJ Matman. And thanks to Kev from Dinked for sending me doubles of that. Ooh.
Yeah, I think one of them was for me. That's what Kev said.
Do you know what doubles are for, John? You do know, don't you? You should know by now.
He said, I'm giving you a double drop so you can get properly off your box. Give one to John.
I'll tell you what's worth watching is Large Professor on Instagram. He does doubles and he just loops up everything, but really intricately and perfect.
Yeah, but you don't. You're not that good, so
exactly. I can do it. I just can't be arsed.
That is true.
Can't be arsed. Anyway, I'm fresh today.
I can sing like Alan Jones, but you know what it is?
I can't be arsed.
Can't be arsed.
I'm fresh today. You know why? I'm wearing this, right? Right. This is like my missus rang us up going, you know, like she's shopping. She's got the phone on. She's like, do you like any of these? And she's like, whoa, come back. What was that one?
Fresh.
I'm having that one. Like
fresh.
That's got my name all over it. Fresh. This reminds me of Saved by the Bell.
It does, yeah. Like
Fresh Prince as well.
So early 80s Nike as well.
It's so crap, it's cool.
Yeah. Well,
I love it.
I like the first part. It's so crap.
It's fresh.
Just put the second part on it. I mean, I like my attire today. Like,
yeah, exactly.
My attire is just bumping.
No, John's gone retro. He's gone for the beggar man look. He's gone like, you know what he wore in the video.
Yeah, I remember them pants, right?
The same ones.
No, on the video, right? Like at the time, I was working on building sites all the time. What happens is, right? You think, I'll just stick them pants on, and then I'll not get them dirty. and it'll be all right.
No, at the time you weren't. You had to dig them out and find your
No,
crappiest
but
pair.
what I'm saying is, these pants, they were like £300 Maharishi pants.
Well, that's
and I
your
wore
fault.
them once for
What a-
work.
what a knob.
And I came back the day and I just went, well, they're knackered, aren't they?
That is so
every day
John
for work.
Turrell.
It is, totally.
You would wear your CPU like painting a room. Oh, I've got spatters all over
The
it.
amount of t-shirts I've wrecked.
Never mind.
At the minute.
Never mind.
I'm down to about 0 t-shirts, so, I'm going to have to go shopping. Anyway.
What's in your box? How
Right. I love Dreamcast Mo. He's a DJ, vocalist, producer, rapper from Washington. And he's got a new song out, and this is kind of beautiful.
Washington,
actually.
Sunderland, yeah.
No, in Washington D.C. You know,
twinned.
And this is called "My Soul Belongs to You," and what a tune!
And it does.
Fantastic.
You can hear it in the way I see. My soul belongs to you. All right now. You can see it in the way I move. Your time is wrong to me. 'Cause I done played these games. Sitting in the car riding around in the rain. Something about you now got me wanting to switch up the style and make my mama and my sister proud. Late in the midnight hour, love's gonna turn around and around and around. This your brown eyes that show me hourglass in the night. My soul belongs to you. All right now, you can see it in the way I move. Your time is wrong to me. For the love now. I put in shoe fine, so bathing for a minute. Seeing the way the sun reflect off your body, I did it. Tell me if you feel tired of climbing by myself uphill. Shit, mental health seems unreal. Went through an election with so many different feels. Going uphill, riding on really up straight to a real. My soul belongs to you, to you, to you, you. You can see it in the way I move. Your time is wrong to me. For the love, for the love, for the Take your hands up.
Now, you know I love my oddities and my beautifulness as well. This is the group Modular Time Masters. I played a track from this the other week. This needs another outing. It's a wonderful album.
Date them.
Not long to go till 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I haven't brought any wine.
I've got some if you want some.
Yeah. To be honest, I've got that gig tomorrow.
Thursday night, exactly.
Trying to keep myself right, but that doesn't stop you
From having wine o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all sitting there waiting. Oh, right, I can open it now then, can I?
You've got my actual permission.
Oh, you haven't yet. You've got 12 minutes.
No, but they can open it now. Let it breathe.
Yeah, let it look at it. Yeah.
Let it breathe.
You're right, Paul. I don't have any Ala Jones vinyl. I think there's one in the bin.
That's the bargain bin.
Basement. Ala Jones basement. Along with Rick Joe.
Have you heard him sing the Snowman now, though? Like Rusty Lee.
I'm convinced.
We are walking in the air.
I'm convinced that Ala Jones is the same guy that did "I'm Never Gonna Give You Up."
Rick Astley.
I'm never gonna grow up.
Like obviously I've got quite famous people in my family, and just let's say that one of them met Ala Jones and knocked him out because he's an absolute doylem
weapon.
Yeah, and that's a true story.
Is he a Bible basher, like, by any chance?
He's not. He's just a knob.
Well, like Steve, you know Steve Interesting Davis.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Well,
he's
yeah,
a good DJ.
He rang me up and he was very interesting. He was class, actually.
Oh, what a
amazing
lovely guy!
Amazing. So there you go. All the people that you think are boring are actually class, and the people that you think are class are knobs.
Well, I never thought Ala Jones was class. I just always knew he was a knob.
What does that make us?
Total knobs.
What's in your box, knob?
This is great. It's when we're saying we don't play much R&B, so this girl's got a
DJ.
She's got a really R&B voice, but the actual music behind it's quite old school soul. But it's a great tune. It's by Lady Ray, and this is Games People Play. And listen to what I say. It's great.
Do it.
Should've known, nothing said, turn around, nothing said, be still. Still I walk through the door for the thrill, nothing said, be still. Here I am, all in doubt, like a fool. Something's gotta hold on me, surely's gotta hold. This the silly shit you do when you're young. This the crazy things you do just for fun. Never meant to last, it's games people play. If it's meant to last, it'll come another day. Just games people play. Just games people play. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just games people play. Now I know not to give all I got. Something said be still. Take my time, protect my mind and my heart. Something said be still. It's been fun. You're not the one that I choose. Something's gotta hold on me. Surely's gotta hold. This the silly shit you do when you're young. This the crazy things you do just for fun. Never meant to last, just games people play. If it's meant to last, it'll come another day. Just games people play. Just games people play. Oh yeah. So many of us get lost in someone who's not for us. This the silly shit you do when you're young. This the crazy things you do just for fun. Never meant to last, just games people play. If it's meant to last, it'll come another day. Just games people play. Just games people play. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Play.
Well, Mark Teasdale just said he's back in the house now. I don't know where he's been. Have we missed out yet? Yeah, you missed the whole show, mate. You haven't missed Wine O'Clock, not that we're doing it this week. Well, you can have it.
Come on. Don't put a blocker on their fun.
And, well, a lot of people don't do Wine O'Clock on a Thursday night, apparently. And neither do we.
Well, no. I'm just having one night where I don't do it because I've got an acoustic
Just
gig
one
tomorrow.
night. Yeah, but then what about when we do 5 gigs in a row? Are you still doing it then?
We aye.
5 bottles in a row.
Aye.
Anyway, I put a post up the other day about living in Bedford, which got a lot of heat. It was quite funny, actually. The wallpaper especially. I don't know if you saw the post, John.
Oh,
horrific wallpaper.
Ferrari on the wall.
Well, loads of people were going on about the wallpaper, and I was like, look, that was the least of my worries. I just moved into that room, and I'd been told that some guy had died in there, literally like a few weeks before. I was like, oh, nice.
Was the bed still cold?
Well, I wasn't sleeping in the same bed as he died in. Jesus.
Just to make it even more grim. Yeah, he died in this room, and this is the actual bed that he died in. Well, crack on, young'un.
Rumour had it that he died in the wardrobe, and the wardrobe was still there. And he was still in the wardrobe.
Shut up, man. Did I tell you about when we moved into the house that we're in now, right? The guy who owned the house, his mum and dad had it before him, then he lived in it. He was like a solicitor, but he was off his bonds, and like just nothing was done in the house. It was a wreck. And he died in the house, right? So we moved in.
That sounds like a song. He just died in your house tonight.
It must have been something he did. He just died
something
in the house
tonight. It must have been something he drank.
So Ayla was a toddler at the time. By toddler, I think about two-year-old, but could speak.
Should've walked away.
Hey, man, check the story out. So I was watching the telly in the living room, and then Ayla came in, and she went, "Oh, Dad,
sorry, the music.
I've just seen that
I don't know why the music
man
was
on the stairs. He's on the stairs, and he's dead nice, and he's got wings, and he's dead nice though." And she just kept on rabbiting. And I was like, "What? You met the man on the stairs?" She went, "Yeah, I met the man on the stairs, and he's happy. He's very happy." And that was it. She just walked off. And they reckon when little kids are that age, you know, they can see things, you know what I mean? And I think he had just popped back to going, "Yeah, he's on mint, you's lot like, half me who's."
I'll tell you what, this is gone very Alan Robson, this like.
Do you ever get the heebie-jeebies in the night time?
Get to those Ghostbusters.
Get to those phones. 812-8888-8888. Sandra's there to take your calls. Sandra's there to take your calls. If you ever get the heebie-jeebies in the night time.
For anyone listening around the world who doesn't know who Alan Robson is, well, you should do.
Well,
it's the greatest show in the world called Night Owls. And it ran for, 30 years or something?
30 years, but he used to love.
Is he retired now?
Yes, aye.
Right.
Nice bloke as well. I liked Alan Knight when we went in to see him a few times.
I love that the fact he got all his medallions out and all his trophies and everything.
Nice.
It's great.
He was wearing most of them.
It did look like Mr. T.
That's right, we've got Smoove and Turrell in the building tonight.
But before we get to that, we're going to take some calls.
Do you ever get the heebie-jeebies in the night?
Heebie-jeebies. Aye. And the next caller, we've got John from Concert. Hello there, John. What is your problem today there, John?
I'm just after none, your theme tune.
Yes. Well, yes.
Who's done that, and where can I get it?
Well, that's Ramsey Lewis. Over to our next caller now. It's Helen from Concert also.
Alan, I just love you.
Well, that's very nice.
Do you want to come round to my house and get the heebie-jeebies in the night time?
It's over to our next caller now. It's over to Smoove from Gateshead. Hello there, Smoove. Hello, Alan. I'm ringing because I've got a request for a record. Have you ever heard of a record by? It goes A-E-I-O-E-O-O-U-I. No, I don't know what that one is. Next caller, please. That actually happened, I rang Alan and that's what I said. I had a stutter, obviously, when I was a kid, and I went, have you ever, and he went, all right, and he played the 50,000 watts of jingle and then moved on, and then, next caller, and I got cut off.
Oh, no way.
So I've never liked Alan since that day.
Well, you met him and you sort of lied then.
It would have been worse if he'd gone like, no, next caller.
Or he had just dropped, no, 19.
No, anywhere.
More people in Vietnam have been killed by a rocket than Smoove stutter.
The population of Sunderland is overrun by students. Anywhere. Anyway, I was going to talk about Bedford. That they got sidetracked there. This song was on Chiltern Radio, which is why I've gone down the old jingle road today.
All right, I like
you hear me play the hot FM jingles from Chiltern Radio. And a few people online were saying that they also had affiliation with Bedford. There's something weird about Bedford. It's like the centre of the earth. I always thought Leicester was. Anyway, this used to be on the radio all the time. Lola and Wax the Van, we've talked all over it. What a song. Weird, isn't it, how we started off Bedford Chiltern Radio and ended up on Alan Robson.
I'm not being funny, but we're getting some brilliant things in from the listeners here. Sandra's just saying she's got Mark from Sunderland on line 1. He's a first-time caller, and he's a little bit nervous.
Oh, bless him.
Bless him.
Cut him off quick.
Hugh Tucker, I phoned on Christmas Eve when I was 14. 7 cars had been nicked along the seafront, including ours. I had to call in and tell him and the listeners.
It's like he's like a spragger, isn't he?
Mickey Davis, I had the misfortune to work with Alan for a short while.
The misfortune?
Everyone else at Metro was lovely.
I thought I was going to go down a pedo story there.
Benji Bayside. Back in 1987, I phoned Alan Robson about a UFO sighting I had seen.
No. Who's this, Benji B?
I.
What was the UFO? Was it in his bedroom?
God, well, you know, Benji.
I think I've smoked too much. Or not enough.
David Icke was flying it.
It's so barbaric. It's a cool tune though, isn't it? Lazy.
Marvellous.
Especially for the time, which was 1986 when this came out. Amazing.
Nice end drum noise as well. I like it. You can just imagine the guy in the booth just going, yeah, put a dab on this.
Well, it was a label called Syncopate that did loads of cool stuff. At that time, independent labels made to look like independents were actually ran by major labels.
Yeah.
Like Cool Tempo. Remember Cool Tempo?
Mm-hmm.
They were like a dance label, but really it was just Chrysalis behind them. And then you also had 4th and Broadway, which, you know, like with the spraying and like the coolest record sleeves in the world. Like they look like concrete streets, like with Banksy.
Stairwells, graffiti.
But that again was like a major label, do you know what I mean? So it was like they were trying to get in on the underground, do you know what I mean? Knobs.
You could have just imagined them in their suits, in the back office.
We've made it on the #1 dance floor.
Lads, I'm not being funny. We need something that's cool for the young kids, but we also need to keep it away from the main marketing tool, which is
guys.
So, what about graffiti?
Look, guys, we need to get on Hitman and Her.
There's a guy on there, honestly, he's absolutely brilliant. Justin or something, he's called Black Guy, wears the white sort of mullet wig and dances really well. If we can get our track with him dancing on it, it's going to be top notch.
Top of the pops. Did you know that Mr. Pants, who's in our movie, so to speak, the Beggar Man movie with the disco ball, you don't see his actual head, he used to dance on Hitman Her.
Wow.
With a wig on.
Hey yo, wait a minute. Yo, that's that shit. Hey yo, turn it up. Yo, that's that shit. Yo, could you fix the station? Yo, that's that shit. Yo, watch him fuck it up. Yo, that's that shit. Oh shit, I got your head bopping. Ain't no stopping, cause the shit that I'm popping is from the heart, so you know that I'm real. So you can relax, cause I'm signed and sealed. Know a lot of faces in this rap shit. Always got a buck, cause I don't make whack shit. Yeah, you either like it or you don't. The sounds are natural and infactual. Stand in awe and watch a brother catch wreck. My credit is good and I never bounce a check. But if the funds run low and my shit gets critical, I'm off to the chemical. Gotta give a shout to the Lord Professor. Thought I lost his number, but I left it on my dresser. On and on like the Mississippi. Not on a gangster tip, and yo, I'm not a hippie. I'm just an ordinary brother who is very dedicated to real rap. So don't compare me to another brother, cause I'm the type that'll smother a whack MC, this DJ or any other member of your crew. Not a thing you can do. Nope, gotta say peace to infinite kin do. Show this fat Joe Boo in a bad chat. No one can match me, and yo, you couldn't catch me in a new pair British with the thick rubber soul. But I won't flinch, cause I got soul. And I bring joy just like Anita Baker. If the girl doesn't like the smile, you need to take her to a Diamond D show. Cause I bring joy to men, women, girls, boys, Jews, Gentiles, Catholics, Protestants. Step the Diamond D, it'll be your abolishment. I'll give a handshake for you and your man's sake. Cause I write rhymes so much that my hands ache. It's 92, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Barbecue or boogaloo? Yeah. Hey yo, wait a minute. Yo, that's that shit. Yo, could you turn it up? Yo, that's that shit. Hey yo, fix the station. Yo, that's that shit. Yo, watch him fuck it up. Yo, damn, I can't wait to make my next LP. Exhume new lyrics, become more wealthy. I never play myself cause I don't play games. Know a lot of beats, but I say no names. And my man show with the season out the Waldy. We hunt down beats just like Marvel Waldy. Search for blood on the late night flick. Labels used to front, but now they on the. So listen to the rhythm, the vibe is true. Cause like Quaker Oats, it's the right thing to do. I go on and on to the kick drum. I got oodles and oodles, so yo, come get some. I won't sweat it, cause now my respect's known. While you're home, sucking on a neck bone. The girls that you're living fat, but at your home you eating chicken backs. Yo, I'm kicking facts, so don't front pile.
Who cares?
Peace to the JBs and the flavor unit. P-Rock and CL, I stay on the DL. You never catch Diamond snacking on JEL. LOO, hell no. So
well, we got sent this on CD when we worked at We Are FM back in the day in 1990.
Not many discs.
Sounds like a big,
No.
Sounds like a big pop, but I'm not the type to
Anyway,
is it not on DAP?
So good to have that on 45. That's Diamond D and the Psychonauts, and basically that's just called Freestyle. George Benson sample, which I also took later in life.
Oh, for the listeners and what have you, do you know that Julie Teasdale, the wonderful Julie Teasdale, is marching about 7 gazillion miles for
50? Well, it's 500,000, and I would walk a few more. I thought it was miles. It's actually steps.
Oh, well, that's a bit crap. I've chucked in money and everything.
So did I.
Julie, get some money back. You lazy bugger. Refund. Anyway, go for it, Julie. You've got some spare shekels. Put it into the old Julie Bank.
It's Kids for Cancer, or is it Cancer for Kids?
No, I don't think it's cancer. No one wants cancer for kids.
No. Put that on your t-shirt and run. What are you doing, like? How much money have you raised?
Cancer for kids. I'm raising money to give kids cancer.
Oh, you're a lovely kid, you like. What a belter. Moving on swiftly. This is one of the weirdest jazz funk records ever made, and it took me years to find this when I was a young kid. And I found it in Windows Records in the basement. This is Stone, Girl I Like the Way You Move, the dub mix. Now, the other day I was telling my niece about this great story, John.
2 seconds, Julie's not very happy with you.
Oh, no, what's happened?
Right, it's 500,000 steps.
Yeah.
And that's approximately 230 miles, so shut your khaki hole, Smoove. And I'm really upset with you, but John's still lovely.
Oh, nice, thanks, yeah. Even though you said that as well.
I never said anything.
I give the actual factual and then you shot her down.
No, I didn't. So anyway, she's upset with me. So,
well, I like upsetting people. It's my job.
Yeah, you're the...
Yeah. I'm the bastard in this band.
You're like the, like the shouty jock on the radio.
Get down! Get down! Get down!
That's a terrible Scottish accent.
No, it's grandma. No, what's it called? Super Gran. Get down!
Hey! Get down is better than dying.
Down!
That's
a bit Irish,
County Armagh. Say, big Gran.
Get up! Well, anyway, I was going to tell you this story. So, I was telling my niece about this the other day. I was saying, what's the worst thing that you've ever done? And I was like, well, the worst thing I've ever done, like the most criminal thing. Oh my God, what is it? And then I remembered, right? You know when you're young, you're stupid and you think, I can get away with something. In your little brain, you whir it up, you work on it for days in your mind. Sometimes you even write it down, criminate yourself. Well, I was obsessed with disco lights when I was a kid. Really young. I was totally obsessed. And to the point that I used to put a torch on my record player and be more obsessed with the lights spinning round than I was about playing records. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let's turn all the lights off and go, oh, wow, look at that. Wow, I want to... And then I designed one. I want to make it at school. Anyway, so I lived near Seaburn at the time, right? And I was like, right, I'm going to... I think at the time I was about 12, 13.
7 cars got nicked from there in one night, you know.
And they all had disco lights in the bonnet. So I went, right, you know the amusements at the front? I think they were called Noble Amusements.
Yes.
And they always had them rope lights that, did that thing all around the whole building.
Bell glass.
That's the ones. And I was like, right, I know what I'm going to do. So I got my costume together, all black, right? And I got me pliers, and I got me scissors, some screwdrivers, some bits and bobs, a whole 2-bag, you know what I mean? And a little short pair of ladders so I could get up there and all that. And I was gonna get there and so no one would see.
Yourself.
Cut the things, take them down, and run, right? Anyway, I got there and then I realised that the ladders wouldn't reach, right? I didn't know about electricity, by the way, so thankfully I couldn't reach. But also, the lights were on, so they were shining and everyone could see me trying to get up. What a dick.
That's some serious crap pinching, that.
And I went home, really, really disappointed. But obviously I saved my own life, so I would have got electrocuted.
To be fair, though, if you had got electrocuted, your hair would still look identical.
Or I'd have none like you.
Making a mockery of me boldness, are you Smoove? Making a mockery of me boldness.
What can you do with this, Mara?
Tell you what, downstairs I'm like Gene Wilder.
Oh, I didn't want to know about that, you know what I mean? Get the Hoover out. I've got crisps in my pubes. Right, John, what's in your box?
Oh,
beautiful time.
Yeah, this is a beautiful track, this thing.
Sounds
no, this is by Sailors Short. Cloudy June, the track's called. And it's just a bit mad and it's just a bit beautiful. So I'm just asking you, Smoove, if you would check it out, my man, you know?
Check it out, my Amazing. What a tune. Running.
God damn beautiful, Smoove.
You know, if Farside hadn't made that tune, then he wouldn't have made that. And if they hadn't have sampled that, then he wouldn't have sampled it or replayed it.
If a butterfly hadn't flapped its wings in the Amazon, you know, I probably wouldn't have won the lottery.
And that oxygen that you just breathed made me play this next record.
Unbelievable.
Everything is for a reason. Even if it's treason.
Reasonable.
Believable. Unbelievable.
What was it that Victor Meldrew always used to say?
I don't believe it!
Ah, that was it.
You cannot be serious!
I don't believe it. Right, Paige and me mate were pissed in a pub. Me, Jimmy and Paige. Like mortal. And then Paige had said something, right? And then he turned around like deadly serious as well. And he went, and in the words of Victor Meldrew,
I don't believe it.
No, in the words of Victor Meldrew, unbelievable.
The wrong quote, yeah. Brilliant, that
quote,
Is that not Biggie Smalls? Unbelievable.
Baby, I feel it. What am I supposed to do? Maybe I just changed. Or could I be wrong for you? You got me
what an amazing record, eh? Great memories. But you know what? Memories are no good in these days because they don't bring the money in.
That's right, Smoove.
So I've got one thing to say. Right, you know, loose ends. Goodbye and God bless. And that's it. The 80s and the 90s and the 90s have all gone. History, Lambretta. See you later, alligator.
j'ai vu ton visage. Tes lèvres, le but du sexe, de la tromperie. La pierre noire voyage au Maroc. Rien ne semblait le même. Tu m'as appelé dans la nuit. Des frissons. Quelle stupidité. Lola. Elle était revenue. Et toi, tu le savais. C'était destiné. Maintenant, je chercherai pour toujours. J'enterre notre amour au centre de la terre.
And the actual truth is, the record was already snapped. So calm down, everyone. It was just a prank.
Calm down.
Everybody.
It's unbelievable.
Right, John, what's in your box?
I'm going to play this on next week's show, but I forgot to play it on this week's show.
That's a classic John statement.
Well, it's an unbelievable album, this, by Flamingosis, they're called.
Ooh.
And Daymaker, the album's called, and this is called Since I Met You. I've been absolutely shocked.
as you probably guessed now, we're in the beautiful zone.
Gotta admit, that's a cracking tune.
Totally lovely sound.
Someone that I've actually just missed completely, and he's got a fair few albums, so I'm just gonna
keep on digging.
Flamingos's brain stems. Feel the vibes. Enjoy the music. Like how I kept that going until you got a record on.
Thank you for that.
It's not so often that you come around until our track has seen its end. I'ma be running, babe. I spent the whole night driving home, just wishing you would call and tell me to turn around like I ain't done with what I started, babe. I think I started with you. Can I start with you? How do I get to you again? How do I get to you again? How do I get to you again? I heard she never said she'd fall. She just had taken something stupid. She probably won't expect my call, so I ain't thinking that. Knowing that I'm calling to you. Can I call to you? Yeah. How do I get to you again?
Now, I've got to admit, when I discovered this track, we were doing a sound check at the time, and the PA guy was playing it through the speakers now as we were setting up.
Was it a band on the wall?
No, it was in Hull, and I was like, "What is this?" And he was like, "Oh, I've just discovered him. He's great. His albums are mint." Unfortunately, this has never come out on vinyl. Gutted. This is Mac Ayres and Get to You, and I got totally.
Mac Ayres is a bit of a knob, then, isn't he? Not putting it on vinyl.
What a knob.
Probably same with the major.
But you know when you get
Urban or something like that. Urban Tribe.
It doesn't happen very often when you get so obsessed with a song that when it gets to the end, you just keep putting it on again and again and again.
Tune.
It's amazing.
Matt, I'm sorry for calling you a knob. Really, really sorry.
Now,
100 apologies. We are knob because he never put it on vinyl.
He's from LA, that's why, you know what I mean? They don't care.
Turd burglar.
Too busy sun shining. Hey man, it's sun shining today. It's hot.
And I can go to the shop and buy weed.
Oh man, and it's not illegal.
Yeah, it's medical.
But beer is, if you're under 15.
Under 30 or
Under
something.
300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't smoke even on the street.
No, you can't do anything.
Remember that? I was
You
gasping.
can't jaywalk. Get over here, boy. What you doing?
South American.
Where the hell am I supposed to smoke then? In that bus stop over there. But yet you've got like millions of tramps living in Skid Row. You know what I'm saying, kidder? Okay.
You know what was funny as well?
What I'm saying.
When we were there, everybody was a producer. Everyone had a studio.
You remember
But
them
they were all,
lads, man?
they were all just full of shit, weren't they, really?
Like proper Hollywood full of shit. Yeah, my dog's a great DJ.
My dog. My dog and my cat, MC Cat. They're so great together.
Yeah.
They're performing
Meow,
tonight. Do you want to
bark.
come to the show? I got a flyer here.
Bark.
I got a flyer somewhere. Where have I put that flyer? Oh, yeah, it's up my ass. Definitely one for the erogenous zone. I mean, sorry, the beautiful zone.
Is the erogenous zone not the beautiful zone, though? That's
Depends where you're looking from. You're looking up or you're looking across.
Or if you're right on top, enjoy yourself, little lady.
Get underneath. That's Future Past by Absolute Elsewhere. I bought loads of these albums when I was a kid, which is like basically Dusty Diggin', right? Which is what they call Dusty Fingers, but it's like about digging. Yeah, yeah, but like the holy grails of like obscure, beautiful samples. Amazing albums. So I'm going to pull these out every single week. Got loads of them. Very obscure stuff. Right, John, what's in your box before we slope off?
I was really looking forward to playing this, and then I forgot as well. So that's two tracks that I really wanted to play this week.
You always apologise in the late hour.
No, I know
every time.
So this is getting played next week as well, so I must apologise. But this is one of my favourite producers, Charles Webster, and this track is called Secrets Held, and I'm going to play the radio edit featuring Emily Chick. That's right.
Are you going to snap it in half when it's finished?
Nah, this is like a $2,000 iPhone down at New Year.
Ooh. like that subtle bossa nova underneath.
Oh, it's just stunning. He's an amazing producer, though, man. Like, since the first NCE, I've played him religiously. At least, you know, every time he puts something out new, it gets dropped. It's incredible.
From the label.
Yeah, he's on Urban Gangster Spray Painters at the minute.
Yeah.
Urban Gangster Spray Painters.
Banksy's remix album.
Banksy remix, yeah.
Remix. Right, let's get into Tony Reid's knickers.
Thought that in July that we could buy the months in May and the time for the lines I couldn't make. Sand, sea and spray is where you lay so peacefully like a stone, sown by land and sea. Red from red to brown, from brown to gold, now to view, still the sun is beating down onto your body, like the sun rolls out the dew. Oh, if we ever meet again, I won't be sorry, won't even worry, won't even care, just as long as you can make it out, you'll be there. Oh, that's right. Without you, why would we ever meet again? I know I won't be sorry, won't even worry, won't even care, just as long as you can assure me of one thing. Come on, girl, make it out. Why won't you be there? 'Cause you're the one I love. You're the one I love.
How nice is that? Terry Reid. What an album
Stunning.
that is. And that's an album called The Most of Terry Reid. Clearly a compilation.
Yeah.
Now it's getting late in the house and it's getting very dark, so we're going to hand over to the suicide hours of Alan Robson.
That's right, it's Alan here. Do you ever get the heebie-jeebies in the night time? Have you ever seen 7 cars being nicked from Seaham Harbour? Or do you just want to ring in and talk crap with a stutter? It's me, Alan, on the Night Owl. Get to those phones! Get to those phones!
Next caller, cut him off. You know when someone's talking and he goes,
Let the tune go, man. Let the tune go. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Metro FM with the flashing blade, This is Alan Robson.
Get into a swoon!
heebie-jeebies.
Get into a bloody awful, isn't it? Anyway, play the proper theme tune. Go back.
The Ramsey Lewis.
This is Ramsey Lewis. I've got 200 albums by Ramsey Lewis, and I was gutted when I found out that it was that, and I didn't even know.
We're going to end it on.
Shocking,
we're going to end the show on Skipping, which was the early hour theme tune.
Yeah, it was on an hour before the flashing blade kicked in.
Are you ready?
Alan seemed to think that it was like, get to those phones, the lines are open. So this was like, must have been the pedo hour. Like, the 13-year-old kids up. Get to bed now. Put the bands to bed, and now we can do the proper show. And then Alan would leave the building, right? And just drop this.
Brothers and sisters, I had a little dream, and this is a message. I want to relate it to you. Say, long time ago, we used to travel by train. But say, now things are so modern. We're traveling by jet plane. And I had a little vision. Let me tell you about it. Listen. Now here it is. There's a jet plane bound for heaven. A jet plane. Yes, it is. There's a jet plane bound for heaven. A jet plane. Now there's a jet plane bound for heaven. It ain't no 747, a jet plane. It's bound forever. It's a jet plane. Now listen. This jet plane, this show gon' please us. Jet plane, yes it is. Gonna please us. This jet plane, bound to please us. Jet plane. I said it's jet plane.
So by the way, this is Alan demanding his jet plane to get out of Metro.
Metro FM.
Jet plane.
So, actually, should more likely be a helicopter.
Jet plane. Listen.
On the roof.
Are you not taking the night owl?
The owls.
No, Alan, I'm not late.
Anyway, good night, everyone. Thanks very much. I'm going to leave you with another Mac Ayres because I couldn't give you enough of them, and this is beautiful. It's called Stay. Will it play?
Honestly,
or will
don't.
It stay?
I'm not you play Stay. You know what I mean? Play Stay, but don't you stay because I'm tired. I've got to go.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Something's in the water. Something's in the rain. Could've gone, forgot her. But some things don't ever change. Couldn't see you shining. You've been in the shade. Won't you please remind me of just what it's gonna take? Tell me you're almost back home. Don't wanna sleep here alone. What I've been saying, baby, is what I'm saying to you. Making you stay, baby, that's all I'm trying to do. What I've been saying, baby, is what I'm saying to you. Making you stay, baby, that's all I'm trying to do. Something's in the mirror.
Tell me how I stay awake. What I've been saying, baby, is what I'm saying to you. Making you stay, baby, that's all I'm trying to do. What I've been saying, baby, is what I'm saying to you. Making you stay, baby, that's all I'm trying to do. Where you might belong, the chances I take. Where you might belong, I'm saving some space. Where you might belong, where we take our time. Where you might belong, where you might belong, the chances I take. Where you might belong, I'm saving some space. Where you might belong, where we take our time. Where you might belong, where you might belong.
And there you go. Thank you very much and good night, everybody. It's been an amazing experience once again. Wait till you see next week's artwork. That's all I've got to say.
It's an absolute Bobby Dazzler.
I think we should definitely do a Christmas calendar, John. Do you think? Just to make some bloody money.
Get the calendar out.
I'm sure 34 people would buy that.
Yeah, without a doubt. The calendar would be brilliant.
Right, well,
obviously
anyway,
we'll do it to order, though.
I know Benji B must have been feeling that last song, because I can imagine him sitting there with a big blunt one going, oh, this is beautiful, man. Anyway, good night, everyone, and God bless. And before we get there, I got to do this.
If you want a view of paradise, simply look at Benji's face.
To the Smoove and Turrell Northern Coal experience.
Oh, fuck off, man. Hang on a minute. What's going on here, like? Right, I'll do that again. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
The great